I had to wait till it was cooled off to come out here. I swear the thermometer in the car read 97 degrees. It might have been a little bit off, but it certainly felt like 97 degrees. So I just don't have time for weeding. So my alternative is, hey, I said hey. My corn was getting overgrown by grass, my cucumbers, everything, so I just threw a bunch of hay down to try and kill everything off, and it seems to be working. I mean, my corn is nearly doubled in size. And these are all my cucumbers. There's one little corn that got out of the pathway. We got my cucumbers, beans. As you can see, I tried weeding some. I had a nice little board, but for the size of this garden, it would have taken me forever, and I picked up a new full-time job, and I just don't have time. In here is some cabbage I gotta narrow down, and oh, quit your yelling at me. I hear you. He's mad he got moved to the back away from his girlfriends. Gotta weed out my beans. They're still a little too grassy and my peppers are getting kinda, so it's a work in progress, but man, everything looks super healthy. I think some of these are down here are sugar snap peas and beans growing up out. But I just have no luck with celery. Last year it was pathetic. This year it still looks pathetic. I mean, my tomato plants, those were like 5-inch sprouts when I stuck them out here, and oh, look at my pumpkins have just taken off. That was just a tiny little 2-inch sprout when I stuck it out like maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and it's growing into the celery already. I planted some watermelon. We really, here in Wisconsin, we really don't have the season for watermelon, but we'll see. So, but I got more cucumber in the back there I bought, because I didn't think mine were going to grow, because I hadn't seen any sign of them, and now I have cucumbers back here and cucumbers up there. And then these are my surviving Roma tomatoes, I think. Which I already have some blossoms on. Blossoms on that one. I actually have out in a pot some indigo rose I bought, and I only managed to get one to germinate. Goodness gracious, I need to pile more hay on. My peppers are, well, they're in there. Why cabbage starts though? I started these guys, oh, probably beginning of March, in cups. They were pretty neglected because I was finishing my finals, and well, I think that one even has a little head forming on it. I don't know if you can actually pull these leaves off and use them for cabbage stuff before you get the heads. Maybe I'll try it. But last year I planted corn and I didn't plant it deep enough, and it got full size and then started getting cobs and then fell over. So this year, hopefully... What? You been fed? You done been fed? Leave me alone. So yeah, we'll see if this year, if they actually stay in the ground, because I didn't really dig them much deeper this year either, because I was in my finals and, well, it was horrible. So, if anybody else sees this video and has a suggestion besides $30 in hay, but it seems to be working. I think I just need to layer it on a little thicker. But my cucumbers and beans and corn are really growing through it, and just need to weed down and redo the peppers. Wow, those pumpkins just took off. And we got these twisted apple trees from Menards. And I thought apple trees were supposed to be biannual producers. These two twisted trees we just plunked in the ground this year, so they had a bad frost up in Duluth where we bought them, and so any apples that were on there just kind of fell off. But man, I have apples on this one. Oh, it's getting dark, but I had to wait until it was cool off. And I have apples on this one. So both of these apples here, look at them beautiful apples. And this is a Honeycrisp Cortland, and I have apples on both of them. And one of us gave up 4 apples the first year we plunked it in here, but I'm not going to complain. So that's just beautiful. I love the fact that I have my own apples. So I'll end that on that note.